Okay, I'm Sovereign Sage. So in my last video, I had been awake for about 2 days, and I was really tired, and I left. However, I left in the middle of a quest, and surprisingly, when I loaded back into the game, it did this weird thing where everything was normal colored, and then suddenly it did this. Like I'm in a paranormal fatal frame thing. So I'm supposed to be in a dream right now, or what would seem like a dream. So it started me off here, but I think I sequence broke it because I left. So I'm not sure if I can restart the dialogue. There should be a dialogue that where she's like, should I leave? And you're supposed to tell Paimon to stay. I think my voice is still being captured. I have to pull up this tab thing really quick. I actually don't know if it still records my voice when I go to these, because it temporarily breaks out of the game. Voiceover. Criteria for Colet's line about official profile has been fixed. Currently, there's an issue of abnormal color space. There's some features such as meteorites summoned by Geotraveler, Paimon's Cloak, Elemental Sight, and affected areas affected by the Withering. Okay. Fixes an issue where after the 3.0 update, the Furnishing Blueprint quest reward Pear Orchard stage Yunhan style cannot be obtained after completing the world quest on the stage. Circumstances by completing the quest objective unlock the road ahead using the rhythm of the beastly trail. But the world quest, the rhythm that reveals the beast trail did not open properly. Where there is a localization error in Japanese for Tignari's passive talent, Scholarly Blade. Page could not be loaded when using a phone or open. Yeah, you couldn't open the beginner. So I don't know if my voice is being captured during that. I was going over the patch notes. So I guess they say when you would go to the wishes like this, people who play on Android, when they try to open the beginner's wish, it wouldn't load. So far, I've been trying to get Zhongli, and they gave me Diona again. The same thing happened with Venti's banner. They gave me her 4 times. And I just got her again, so now her damn thing's almost maxed out. Her constellation, which kind of sucks, because she's not a character I use. I do like Fischl, though, but I don't really use her either. And I do like Colette. I already have her. She was given for free. I kind of wish they would do that more. Give away characters for free by completing in-game quests. It'd be more worth it to me. I'm not saying that it isn't. It's just, it's fun to do something in-game and then be rewarded like that. That's what I mean. Did I not pick what I wanted? Oh. They're like, never. You will never obtain. Yeah, so I'm gonna try to get him. Let me check out my history. I think if I do one more wish, they're supposed to give me something. So it's every 10. They gave me Diona, so I don't know how I feel about that. She wasn't even the 10th one, was she? So 1, 2, 3. I've only done, I don't know. Does it restart every time you get a 4-star item? I don't, that's what I'm trying to figure out. Does it restart? It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. No, she would have been my 7th draw. They said it's every 9. Doesn't make any sense. Yeah, because I got the bell. So then it was 1, 2, 3. Then 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and then 10. So yeah, it does restart. So then 1, 2, 3. So I've only put in 3 out of 10, which means I would have to put in another 8. Oh no. Yeah, if it restarts every time they give you a 4-star item, I got Diona and I've put in 3 wishes after that, and it's every 10, so that means I have to put in another 8 to get something. Oh no. Alright, I have to do these, but these are set in Inazuma. You can see at the top where it says Kanazuka. I guess because I'm always in Inazuma, it's made my commissions permanently in that region. I'm not complaining, I just don't know why. I think it's because I'm always there. Yeah, I'm always in that area. I want to do his, but I can't do it until I complete the Morn of a Thousand Roses ring. So, denouement. That's an ending in Way of the Samurai 3. Anyway, let's see if I can get this to restart where I left off at. The empty illusions of the Zerus festival. So it's supposed to be the more than 1,000 roses brings denouement, and then you can get him. Alright, should I try to leave again? Because I sequence broke it. Shit. Because now I'm stuck in the dream. I broke her out by accident. So I guess to restart this, I just need to try to leave. They told me to try to leave and it should fix it. Can I leave just like this though? Look, I sequence broke it. I'm out. Uh-oh. Well, I sequence broke it. You're not supposed to be able to do this. You're supposed to go to the gate. What? Glooming. Glooming. Shh. The rock was trying to absorb her. Zhongli was like, get over here. No, you're not supposed to be able to leave like this. And the fact that I did is funny. Get. Yeah. Oh. Oh. Eh. I'm going. Alright, it tells you. I just wanted to see. It darkens it, and I think it probably kills her. You're like, get back to the dream zone. How you doing? Alright, restart it. I just wanted to see.
Why can't we leave the city? What is the academia up to now?
I just wanted to see.
Don't ask me. It's not like I can tell you anything. This is a direct order from the Grand Sage. Just wait until tomorrow.
I have a real emergency. My goods have already arrived at Port Ormos. If I don't hurry, they'll be stolen.
And he literally says, that's your problem.
That's your problem. Make sure you make a request in advance next time.
What a dick.
But it's not like you can just predict business matters in advance.
That counted as a sigh.
It
Hello.
looks like the Academia already announced the lockdown for Sumeru City today. How completely unsurprising. Let's go and question them. Hello, sir. Why can't we leave the city today?
I don't know, I just know that you can.
Here we go again. Don't ask me. I don't know either. We just received an order that no one is allowed to enter or exit Sumeru today. They didn't tell us anything else.
I think I said, last time I said, so they don't trust you, and he's like, watch it, you don't want to see me when I'm angry. So I'm gonna say, well, they wouldn't share it with a pawn like you.
Angering me won't get you anywhere. If I had that kind of insider info, I would have left this stupid post long ago.
Your voice don't fit your face, but alright.
It looks like he really doesn't know.
So this is where I was at last time. Let me unplug my controller, because it's been charging for a bit. It should be done. I have to be careful with my controller, because it is screwed up. And for some reason, when the battery gets too low and I'm playing this particular game, when I try to plug it in to charge it, it'll disconnect the controller completely, and it'll say, please reconnect the controller, and I have to literally fight the controller to turn itself back on. It'll not permanently shut itself off, but it basically shuts itself off, desyncs, and doesn't let me hit any buttons. I have to unplug my charging cord from my PS4 and then plug it back in and hold the home button down to try to get a signal out of it. Otherwise it doesn't do anything. And that's what's been happening. So at the end of my last video we were here, and I think I was getting ready to tell Paimon, no, I need somebody to stay inside, and I'll see what happens when I leave.
If we can't get anything out of him, let's take matters into our own hands. Why don't we climb over the walls? Those guards can't be everywhere at once.
And then I tell her no.
This is a good spot, and the guard won't notice us at all. Let's hurry!
Paimon, stay here.
Huh? Why? Are you going to leave Paimon behind?
Leaving the city might trigger disruptions to our memories. We need someone to stay and witness events from this side. Might trigger disruptions to our memories. I think we're supposed to say I need somebody to stay and witness from this side. But I think I tell her, because at the end of my last video, Paimon told me, you should be missing 2 days worth of memories. Let me tell you what happened. And I think I told her that I was going to leave, but I forgot doing this. And this is me remembering in the memory of me doing it. It's kind of confusing if you didn't see the very end of my last video, 252.
What if things get really weird out there and we get into some trouble? Then Paimon won't be able to help you.
But you don't help me anyway.
Oh, Paimon knows that Paimon can't do much, but we've always been together, haven't we?
If we leave together, it'll just be the same as before.
Okay. Paimon will wait for you. Promise, Paimon, that you'll come back as soon as possible. Just a quick look.
Okay, okay.
And please, be careful. Memories!
Let's go and try to leave the city today.
Traveler!
Oh my god. What the hell, Paimon?
Paimon thought Paimon would never see you again! You just disappeared!
I really did. That's why I was like, because it was just the wall. And you can kind of see an outline of where she was supposed to be standing, but she wasn't actually there.
Paimon waited for you for hours and hours at the city wall and you never came back! You promised Paimon that you were only taking a quick look.
What did I promise?
Paimon, calm down. She's here now. I don't think she understood what you were saying. Paimon doesn't care! Paimon wanted to go look for you, but you also said that Paimon should stay! Paimon was so worried and so scared the entire day!
Although I don't remember doing any of this. Still, sorry. I won't leave you behind.
Okay. Paimon will forgive you. The most important thing is that you didn't actually disappear. Oh, Paimon was so scared that you had gone to another world.
Because I have the power to do that. A lot of people don't seem to realize that Lumion and Aether have mentioned before that they have traveled worlds before. It's not, that's what I don't understand. I know they're supposed to be reincarnation of stars, or twin stars, which is why they're twins. They're like stars in human form or some shit, which is why they had mystical powers and could fly at the beginning of the game and had angel wings and shit. They can harness the power of light since stars are a cluster of many. I mean, they're a cluster of many things, but they do generate light. Which is why I don't know why the elements of light and darkness are not a thing in this game. You would think it would be. Anyway. Like, they said she could traverse worlds, but that's, like I said, what I don't understand. Where do they really come from then? And don't give me that whole shit, the outer space or the night sky. Like, they obviously come from someplace. Where is the original place where they come from? Because they keep mentioning that where they're from, they're actually, like, really important. They're like princess and a prince from some kingdom or some shit. That's what I heard from another theory, but I don't know if that's really true, if they are royalty or not. But it's believed that they come from a high-class family and that Dane used to serve them or some shit. I'm actually starting to wonder, because they traverse worlds, so they can't be originally from Conria, because Lumion doesn't remember the destruction of it, but Aether does, because he existed before she did. Like, he was awake for 500 years while she was, like... They said she was trapped in a meteor, but I don't know. But still... Like, they're obviously pretty old, because how could Aether exist for 500 years yet look the same? That's where I don't understand.
Okay, Paimon, can you tell us your perspective of what really happened yesterday?
Paimon describes your plan from yesterday.
I see. Using two people's different perspectives. After that, you left the city. Paimon kept her eyes on you the whole time, but then you... disappeared in an instant.
You sure that's what you saw? You weren't zoning out or anything?
No way! Paimon was watching you with the fullest attention. What's your perspective, Traveler? You sure you don't have any memory of this?
Yes, I don't even know that yesterday existed.
I guess that explains everything. You also lost your memories the last 2 times you tried to leave the city. Those days' memories can't be awoken. So, if we leave the city, our memories will be completely erased?
So they didn't just restrict access to Sumeru City. They're also erasing the memories of those who leave. Maybe?
It really sounds like something big outside of the city is being hidden on purpose. But this way, we'll also never discover what's outside!
Can we leave behind something other than memories?
Something like a message? But how can we send it back? Don't look at me like that. I'm not used to being stared at.
You're the fucking Dendro god, give me a break.
Well... Okay. You want something that can pass on messages, right? Give me some time and take care of Dunya's out for me. Yep! Now we're talking!
She's going by a fake name, but that really is who she's supposed to be. It's a montage of us watching her. I think this is cute. I like the new things they've done with this. It's been a full day, I guess.
I'm done. Here you go. What? Isn't this just an Akasha terminal? It needs some little changes. Akasha terminals are already capable of sending messages. I just tweaked it so that it could connect to any node. To make something like this? Nahida, you really know the Akasha like the back of your hand! Anyway, we can use this now to record a message, right? Yep. I'll help you save the messages. It should be pretty easy to use. I just can't guarantee the user's status and signal coverage when they're outside the city. We'll never know until we try! At least we're taking the initiative now.
It's worth a try if we all want to get out of here.
Let's go then! Let's expose those sages!
I still think you should stay.
Alright. Hyman isn't as worried about being separated since it happened once yesterday. But Hyman still isn't happy about it.
You know what's funny? She really is the Dendro god, but how is it that a god can't break out of this, what's ever happening? I find that absurd. I mean, I know they're all in human forms, but this one was reincarnated, so you could probably say that maybe she doesn't have the full power. That's why she's known as Lesser Lord, because she's like not the full, she's like a sliver of what the original was. It's like the whole Monkey King story, how he could take a piece of any of his hair on his body and it turn it into himself. I kind of feel like that's what she is. She's just a little piece of the original Dendro god. Because she's the new one, which means she was created, or she's just a reincarnation. They never mentioned reincarnation, so I can't say that's what she is, but we don't really know much about her to begin with anyway, so. But even so, I know that Venti and Zhongli put themselves in mortal bodies. They even say, this is my mortal form. That's what I don't understand. If that is considered their mortal form, does it mean they have another form? Because Venti's form is like a wisp. Like a little wisp creature with one wing. And Venti's not Venti, but Zhongli's true form, I guess, would be what? They keep saying it's a dragon, but is it really? And as for A, her true form, I don't even know what the fuck it is. Because you only ever see her as what she is, and she's never claimed to be anything else. You could say that her true form is a puppet, because she keeps saying that her real body has been gone long ago, and that's why she resided in that inner space of Euthymia, that she uses the Raiden Shogun's puppet to leave and move around. She uses it as like a host for her consciousness, but I don't know if that's true or if I'm just misunderstanding that. That's what I gained from her story quest for A, that her real body is gone, and that the body we see her in is the Raiden Shogun, because she's using the Raiden Shogun as a... The Raiden Shogun is actually a doll, and she just inhabits her body, like her consciousness. So I don't know. It's not really ever said. Even Scaramouche, Kunikuzushi is actually a doll too that she created. So, kind of makes me wonder, do the dolls have wills of their own? Because Scara seems to have a will of his own, and a mind of his own. So how come the Raiden Shogun doesn't? You see what I mean? Plot hole.
Okay! See you tomorrow, Traveler!
Can you imagine how weird that is? It's like, I am a disembodied soul and I inhabit a doll that looks like me. Was what I left for myself when I left the city? Yeah, it was what I left for myself. So that message.
Yes. Although the signal was choppy and had some interference, we still managed to receive 2 messages from you when you were outside. Okay, now that you understand what's going on, let's hear the messages together.
Okay. Green.
Can't go back. There are countless spaces here. Our Subspaces festival in Sumeru City is just one of them. I've entered another space. Before me are flowing sandstone and howling fish. Impossible and surreal sights. All these spaces are empty. Except for the occasional ones that contain mute puppets rather than people. I can't sense any human presence.
Oh my god, sometimes she turns into a paper doll. Then we lost connection. So where was I? There's not another city from here.
It sounds like you left the Sumeru City space when you stepped foot outside of the walls. Like, everything looked completely normal when Jaime was looking out from the inside. That's unbelievable. And if we take your word for it, the other spaces all had very weird contents. There's another part here. We only received it last night.
These spaces have been disappearing, one after the other, absorbed by something like a sun in the sky. And now, even the final space has also disappeared. Behind me, a lot of spaces just appeared again from thin air. I get it now. Those spaces are actually...
Why did the message end right there? What did the traveler want to say? What are those spaces? Probably because yesterday just happened to end at that moment. Oh, right. Paimon did hear a beep from the Akasha. Did it come from here? From the message? The message. It should have come from the Traveler's Akasha terminal. After the beep, Traveler said, even the final spaces also disappeared. Traveler, what do you think that final space could have been?
The real world? The space where we were yesterday. Spaces without human presence. The real world?
Was that space actually the real world? But wouldn't a real space just randomly disappearing like that be catastrophic?
It says return. What does return mean? Space where we were yesterday.
My impression is that each day in this samsara only ends at the sound of that beep from the Akasha.
Spaces without human presence?
All the bizarre spaces
I failed it.
saw outside the city had one thing in common. A lack of human presence.
Submit?
That doesn't sound right.
Yeah, when it grays out, I failed it. This?
Oh, so that's what it is! After the sound of the beep, the final space, the Subspaces festival, also disappears! And we're taken to the next day! Later on, Traveler also mentioned a bunch of new spaces materializing behind them! Do lots of new spaces appear every day? Paimon's head is spinning! Just what are these spaces anyhow? Well, consider this. For all the horrors of the Archon War, at its heart, it was just a game where a bunch of gods fought over 7 seats. So no matter how strange or spooky things may look on the surface, maybe all they point to in the end is a small and simple secret. Wow, the Archon War, huh? That's an analogy and a half.
A secret. When we tried asking Zhongli, he was like, I have contracts, I can't tell you shit. And then when we I think we asked Venti, I can't remember if we ever asked him, because the problem with that is they take forever to put out new parts to this game that I've already forgotten what I've done. The only time I remember it is if I either go back and watch my old videos, which I don't do, or actually look it up. And I don't do that either. And the only other time I remember something is if I happen to be scrolling on Pinterest or something and I see a cutscene from an event that I know for a fact that I've already done. Like the whole thing with Albedo stabbing himself in the back and then his other self turns into a giant flower. I remember that because that scene's used literally everywhere. But some other cutscenes in the game, I kind of have forgotten them. The only time I ever see it is if somebody does like a cutscene thing. I'm really I'm not popular on Pinterest, but I kind of am. And on there, people have a lot of cutscenes, like the one of Toma before he gets his vision stolen. That one is reused a lot too, of him cutting his wrist and then throwing his spear, the spear that was behind him, throwing it at the Electro Archon. It's reused a lot. So the only time I would ever remember it is if I see it again, and I rarely do. And if the ones I do see are ones that I definitely already remember. Give me some time. I need to organize my thoughts.
Hey! Where are you going?
I'm back in a world of light, and I still might have to fight! Hello.
Well, consider this. For all the horrors of the Ark, so no matter how...
You know, I wanna... Forgive me. No, go down. Even further down. I have proof you exist. Thanks for the photo. I have proof she exists. I have proof she exists. I have proof she exists. I took a picture of her. Yes! I have proof. I love cameras, don't you? They can record things that you will never experience again. That is fucking depressing. I took a picture of her. It's gonna be important later. Trust me. Trust me, it will. It'll be important later. You'll see. It'll be important. It'll be important, trust me. It'll be important, just you see. Version 3.1, anyway. I like how things pop load.
Do you want some alone time to think? Alright then, I won't disturb you.
The dance of Subspaces is about to begin. I'm going to go watch it.
It's that time already?
Okay. Why don't you go ahead, Junior Zod? We still have some other stuff to do first.
Okay then. See you later.
We don't trust her, she's not the real one.
Have you figured it out yet, Trevor? Time is ticking away.
I think I know the answer now.
Awesome! What is it? Jaime wants to know. Oh, wait, no. Let's meet up with Mahita first. You can tell us both together. This time, we're gonna get to the truth.
Is it just me, or does Nahida sound like a Spanish name? Like, it sounds like a Spanish name. Not like compañero or tortilla. It just sounds like some kind of a Spanish something. I don't know what. Like the nahi, the he part sounds really Spanish. So I walked through 2 doors to get here. I don't know why if it's just me, but like the sound of her shoes, they sound really loud. Like it doesn't sound like her footsteps. Like if you make her run, and then you listen to it, it almost sounds like it's not her. It sounds like she's being chased. It sounds like something is chasing her. Hello?
You're back! I've been waiting forever for you two. Judging by the looks on your faces, are you ready to take your Subspaces exam and graduate from the festival?
Ask away.
Okay. First off, have you discovered the hidden truth?
I wonder if this isn't her real form, because there's another form of her that's older, about Lumine's height. And she's wearing a white dress with white knee highs, and her hair is really long behind her. And I'm thinking, is that what she turns into, or is that what the old one looked like? Because I've seen concept art of a girl who looks just like her with the same ears, just a little older. And I'm like, is that the real one? Because there was people saying, if this is what the Dendro Archon looks like, then I'm not interested. Because supposedly the Dendro Archon was supposed to be a man. And people were mad that it wasn't. I don't know. But then again, you can't get mad. It's not your story. That's what I tell people when they get mad at, oh, that's no, I don't like what they did. It's like, it's not up to you. It's up to the creator of the story, and this is MiHoYo's game and their story, so they can change whatever they want. They're the ones who made the story, not us. But it is true, though. That's like going up to an author and telling them, oh, your plot point in your book sucked. It's like, it wasn't your story. Yeah, you might be displeased with it, but it's not your story. Watch this be wrong.
All the bizarre spaces I saw outside the city had one thing in common.
A lack of human presence. Dreams with no human presence. People do not, from Sumeru, do not dream. Alchemical divination results. Dreams with no human presence.
Those spaces remind me of dreams. Like the one I had in the Avidia Forest. Except these have no sign of human presence.
If I got it correct, it would light up gold.
We've already experienced the Subspaces festival many times. And the day of the festival seems to be in a perpetual samsara.
If I say this...
That doesn't sound right.
Okay, hold on.
Okay, Nahida said, the Akasha relies on the power of a gnosis to operate, as it is the manifestation of the God of Wisdom's power. It compiles the wisdom of the entire populace, and it grants knowledge to the people. The moon, illusions, and lies. What do they all mean?
Well, she said that the subspaces were being absorbed into something that looked like a sun in the sky. It could be a moon.
People in Sumeru don't
I was
dream.
gonna say that, but...
What a strange phenomenon.
I was gonna say that, but the reason why I didn't is because we've been saying that and nothing seemed to respond to it. I said that last time and it didn't do anything. Associate with this?
I can't seem to cohesively...
This? The truth behind dreams?
We are all in a dream. It isn't that the people of Sumeru don't dream. Rather, the Akasha is taking their dreams from them.
People in Sumeru think they don't dream. But the truth is, the Akasha steals their dreams without them knowing it. And those spaces with no human presence are stolen dreams without their host. That would explain why they sounded so weird when she was trying to describe them. Huh. So people in Sumeru do dream after all. In fact, we're all on one big dream together right now. Correct answer. Now, how did you conclude that the Akasha is capable of this?
The Akasha is a manifestation of the God of Wisdom's power. It grants knowledge to the people. It compiles the wisdom of the entire populace. The Akasha's operation requires a gnosis.
The Akasha relies on the power of a gnosis to operate. It is the manifestation of the God of Wisdom's power. It compiles the wisdom of the entire populace, and it grants knowledge to the people.
That doesn't sound right.
Oh, okay. Those dream-controlling creatures in the forest also get their power from the Dendro Archon, right? That would explain why the Akasha has the ability to control people's dreams, too. Like, is stealing everyone's dreams really how the Akasha compiles their wisdom? Isn't there anything more to it than that? Dreams are fantastical, complex, and full of imagination. People's brains are the most active when they're dreaming. In other words, Dreams are rich bundles of healing wisdom. So in other words, the complete opposite of how Hypatia understood it. Paimon remembers her saying that the sages think dreams are foolish delusions. And the fact that no one dreams is a blessing from greater Lord Rukkhadevata. So it was all a dirty trick? The real story is that the sages from the academia are using the Akasha to steal people's dreams for their own use, huh?
Yes, and I don't intend to stop there.
Oh? By the sounds of it, you understand the current situation pretty well. So then, what about the samsara?
Oh, fuck me. Fuck me. The Akasha sound?
The beep is a prompt tone for Akasha operations. We still hear it every night, even though we removed our Akasha terminals.
You know why? What if not wearing them is triggering that, but what if there's like a hidden antenna in plain sight? Like some kind of an object that can give off a radio frequency that looks like a normal object, like an everyday object, like a pole, or some kind of like a Nico cat ornament on a counter. Like, what if it gives off a radio wave that hits everyone within a radius of the city? Like, it's big enough to cover the entire city, so maybe it would have to be underground. And it affects the entire city, so even if somebody doesn't have the Akasha on, they would still be hit by the radio wave, therefore still being affected, therefore still being able to hear the sound, and it sounds like it's coming from in their head. Maybe I'm the one thinking too far into that, but if you wanted to control people, you could do that. There's actually devices that exist even in today's real world that cause a loud beep sound like a siren, and it's designed that when there are uprisings, like a groups of people, like a mob or something trying to destroy something, they bust them out and they use them on you, and it causes you to become disoriented and you feel dizzy, and it causes you to literally stop because the sound wave hits you and it really affects your mental state. Like, you will instantly like become ill and dizzy and you can't focus or anything, and you get really lightheaded and you fall. I've heard about those. The appearance and disappearance is also...
Those spaces kept disappearing before my eyes. But as soon as that beep sounded, many more spaces materialized. Those dreamscapes kept vanishing. But as soon as that beep sounded, more new spaces appeared. I can't seem to...
Hold on.
I can't seem to cohesively...
I wish I could skip that faster.
Correct. The Akasha is keeping each person's brain in a constant dream state, but also separating their consciousness from their own dream. Their disembodied consciousness is placed inside the collective dream of the Subspaces festival along with everyone else's, while their now vacant dreams are harvested by the Akasha. No one is any the wiser as another day passes in the dream, and so begins another samsara cycle. People wake up to yet another dream about the Subspaces festival. The dreams that belong to them are once again harvested by the Akasha. And so it continues. So, this is like a dream factory. And the Akasha is a dream harvesting machine. Did Paimon get that analogy right? Very good, Paimon. Using analogies well is an excellent habit to get into. Okay. So the beep we keep hearing is actually from our real-life Akasha terminals. Taking off our terminals in this dream doesn't do anything. Alright, last question. Who am I?
They say that alchemical divination is the Dendro Archon's divine revelation. So then, if Nahida has referred to herself as the moon...
So noticed.
You are Lesser Lord Kusanali.
I thought that one would be the hardest question. That's why I couldn't ask. That wasn't hard at all. Even Paimon guessed that. Everything about you is different. We just didn't want to expose you was all. Now that you mention it, Nahida, you've been hinting to us since the very beginning. It's funny. They think back to when we were asking all over the place for info about Lesser Lord Kusanali. Paimon didn't expect to meet you like this.
This doesn't seem like a good time.
Yes, those can wait until we're back in real life. On the other hand, I'd be happy to answer any more questions you have about here and now.
Why couldn't you simply tell us the truth? How did the sages manage to keep people from noticing this? About the side effects of a mass-produced dream. Why is the dream about the Subspaces festival? Why is the dream about this?
I know, right? Why did they have to base this dream on my birthday? Could it really just be a coincidence? Even you don't know the reason? Wow, now that's strange.
She might be a god, but gods are limited in my personal opinion. It doesn't matter how powerful you are. A god can be a god, but I think they are limited in what they are able to do.
The Academia sages are determined to harvest lots of dreams in a short time, no matter the cost. They have to be up to no good. Unfortunately, I don't know anything about it. Traveler, do you have any information?
I'm sorry, I zoned out. What? What? Oh, I was thinking about something else. I'm sorry.
Those faces remind me of dreams. Like the one I...
Okay, she already said that. I don't know what she said. Oh, yeah, you can go do this.
Lion Sage said, go celebrate the birth of that god to your heart's content. Did he mean something more?
How about this?
Celebrate the birth of that god? Could it mean... Firstly, this dream we're in is completely based on reality. People have already experienced the Subspaces festival, so it would be very difficult for them to find anything that strikes them as surreal. Secondly, you're probably wondering why people don't have any memories from earlier samsara, right? That's because people don't remember their dreams most of the time anyway. And in any case, their actual dreams are being taken away from them by the Akasha. So whenever they wake up in this dream of the Subspaces festival, they don't remember anything from their previous identical dream. Never mind, Paimon! Traveler had a dream when we were in the Avidia forest, but couldn't see what it was about after waking up. Is that an example of what you mean? Yes. Only after receiving the blessing of Dendro can a person gain the Dendro element's dream-enhancing power. That explains the feelings of deja vu. Meanwhile, everyone else has no idea that they are in the Subspaces Festival Samsara, while their dreams are stolen from them over and over again.
Is it just me, or is Junior Zara's eye open and she's staring at me well upside down like a fish? What about the side effects of doing this to people?
Can humans really keep dreaming forever like this? Will it ever end? And if so, when?
Yeah, because people age. How could you not tell you're different?
You might say your mental fatigue has already answered this question. Eventually, there's only so much that people can tolerate, especially those whose health is compromised to begin with.
Like mine.
Like Junior's heart. This relentless exploitation takes an even harder toll on them. People's lives are at stake here, and nobody knows a thing! We've got to put a stop to this!
Why wouldn't you tell me?
You asked me this question before. My answer was, it would literally blow your minds. Now that you know this is all a dream, this answer should hopefully make more sense. Have you heard the saying, don't wake a sleepwalker? Likewise, if someone suddenly had told you all this instead of you learning it on your own, your notion of reality and dream would be thrown into irreversible confusion. I couldn't expose you to that kind of risk.
Yeah, that is true. They say if a person is sleepwalking, don't wake them because they'll freak out horribly and they can probably harm you. Though I have heard stories of people having dream problems. Like they did sleep studies. And there was this one guy who would have like these horrible night terrors where he would hurt people in his sleep. He'd be asleep but wouldn't know. And there was like this one nurse who wanted to go in and check on him because he was having a tantrum in the room, but he was asleep. And the other like doctors wouldn't let her go in because they said he could seriously hurt her, and he wouldn't know because he's asleep. And she kept begging them to let her go in and try to like console him, but they would not let her in because they said he would hurt her. And that's kind of worrying that somebody could do something like that in their sleep and not even know. Like, it's almost kind of terrifying to think about that somebody could like seriously hurt another person and possibly cause death, and they wouldn't even know because they're in a sleep. But then when they would wake up and realize what they did, they would probably freak out and have like a mental spiraling, like they would just freak out. Can you imagine you were asleep and then you wake up and somebody told you, oh, while you were asleep, you burnt your whole house down? You'd be like, I what? Or did something worse, like, holy shit.
That's why I can only give you very subtle hints and some suggestions. Long story short, I'm really sorry I had to keep you guessing.
Alright.
Deceiving the people of Sumeria with no regard for their safety. No matter what they're trying to do, this is unforgivable.
Well, you are a god of these people, so of course you would care.
After we end the Subspaces Festival of Samsara, we have to look into them. How can the sages of the Academia do this behind their archon's back? This is ridiculous!
Well, they already said they don't regard her as a god. They already said they disowned her, that they only care for the other one.
In the end, I'm just the moon. The real sun is long gone. A sun and a moon? Nahida's talking in riddles again.
Not really. Kind of makes sense to me. There it is again.
We're out of time today. I'll tell you how to break free of the samsara tomorrow. See you then.
But because she's a god, is she affected by it at all? I've been wondering that the whole time. I'm like, how could she not get out of this? She's a god. But like I said, gods are limited.
Wait. Now that Paimon remembers everything, should we instead say good morning, Lesser Lord Kusanali?
Something's wrong with her.
Hey! What's wrong, Nahida? You don't look too good.
She couldn't have.
I'm afraid that what you're thinking right now is correct.
She died. I told you she was gonna die.
Did Dunyarzad already disappear? No way! Are we too late?
Yeah.
The real Dunyarzad's consciousness has indeed disappeared. It can no longer endure the constant dream harvesting.
She died. We were so close.
I can't believe it. Wait, so what about that other Dunyarzad? Just what is she? Is she also going to disappear? She's actually something like a puppet, but not completely. The real Dunyarzad's consciousness could no longer keep playing her role in this dream. So another Dunyarzad appeared to replace her in the dream. Just like the grass and the trees, that Dunyarzad is just a building block of the dream that helps to keep it going. But personality-wise, she's nothing like the real Dunyarzad.
Puppets are stiff and can't copy a living person's vitality. After all, they're just there as filler. We know, speaking of which, the old Dunyarzad might not have been too different from a puppet.
Dunyarzad truly believed that she might be within her consciousness, and it was you who inspired her. So you do remember her after all.
Yes. Back then, her family was overly protective of her. No one cared about her personality or thoughts. It was as if she only lived to stall her Elazar. I just gave her a little wisdom so she could look at life in a new way. So that she could be her own person. But even so, she still...
It still meant a lot to her, though.
Far from it. I'm still a long way off from being a real Archon. I couldn't even save her. If I were a competent Archon, I wouldn't have let my most faithful follower die at the Subspaces Festival with so many regrets.
Please don't beat yourself up over it, Nahida. It's the sage's fault, and theirs alone.
Now she's like Venti. When Venti lost that boy, People keep saying that Venti's controlling that boy's body, but that's not actually true. I saw the manga where he took on his shape. He did not become him. He took on the boy's shape. He's like, let me show you something cool, and then he turned into him. He copied his form. Like, Venti's like a shapeshifter. He took on that boy's form because that's who he was close to and spent a lot of time with. Because he was originally an imp creature with one wing, and he took on his form. And then that's when Venti realized that in his first couple years of being a god, when he's still new to godhood, the boy died. And he gave the boy a vision. He gave him the animal powers. But when he died, the vision that he had faded out and turned dark. And that's when Venti really realized it, that once people die, you can't take their visions back. The vision disappears. It, like, no longer exists. And Venti was one of the first gods to find that out. I don't even know if A or Zhongli know that. Because it's never said in game, but I'm pretty sure they do.
I'm beating myself up. All I did was to rationally observe the distance between myself and a real Archon. Don't be like that, Nahida! Even real Archons are still allowed to be sad! To prevent more tragedies like this, we must end the samsara as soon as possible. Great! But how do we do that? Although the Subspaces festival dream is under the Akasha's control, only humans can dream. Even the Akasha is unable to create them. That means this dream belongs to a host who created it. Huh? So, how should we find that person? Well, if this is someone's dream, then everything here must come from deep within their consciousness. Which means, with the power of imagination, they can change anything in this dream.
Oh, I know what she wants us to do. The person who's originally creating the dream, we want them to think of the ending and us escaping.
Imagination? What do you mean by that?
Oh, come on, even I got more than that. I basically just said it. If you imagine yourself escaping, wouldn't you then escape? Come on.
Imagination means breaking through what you perceive as normal. Like when the server at the tavern brings a plate to you, you'd naturally assume that food is on it. However, if you're the dream's host and you become aware that you're dreaming, when you imagine gold and more on the plate, the dream will respond in kind, and the server really will bring you gold and more.
Like I literally said, if you dream about leaving, you will. That's like me dreaming that I'll get Zhongli, will I?
But right now, our host is unaware that this is a dream. No matter how many times they're served, it will always be food.
So we find the host, then what?
Find some way to make that person realize that they're dreaming. Usually, once that happens, the person will wake up and the dream samsara will be broken.
Is it Nilo?
How are we going to find them, though? If it could be anyone, it'd be like looking for a needle in a haystack.
I mean, you're not even sure if you're in the right field.
And even if we did find them, how are we supposed to make them realize they're dreaming? After all, like you said, don't wake a sleepwalker. It's extremely difficult, yes. But the only ones who can do it are you two. Remember, everything you've achieved up to this point has all been for the sake of finding the host and ending the samsara. As for me, during this time, I'll be out of town. Out of town? Are you going to that place full of dreams where the traveler went? Yes. I want to try something. There must still be a small wisp of possibility. Naringo! Dreams are supposed to be fantastical, romantic, and full of pleasant surprises. Unnecessary things like the samsara need to end. I'm still a little upset that we've come this far only for Dunyarzad to... She was such a good person, with such a simple wish. But fate was against her.
I just feel so demoralized.
Yeah. Saving Dunyarzad is what kept us going this whole time. But we mustn't lose hope, Traveler. Dunyarzad would definitely want to see us save everyone else. So let's break the samsara for her sake. Hyman's wondering, do you think the sages would get one of their own to be the host of this dream? Feels like it would be easier to control it that way, no?
Unlikely. Knowing the plan, they'd probably become aware that they were dreaming.
Huh. That's true. Plus, the sages probably weren't counting on there being other factors beyond their control, like Nahida and us. So, who do you think the host of the dream is?
The one with the strange getup? Maybe Ferris, the Knight of Flowers.
Oh, that would make sense! Ferris, the Knight of Flowers, is a symbol of the whole Subspaces festival, right? Pretty core character. Let's go ask him some questions, shall we?
Really? That's who it is? You gotta be fucking kidding me. Oh, you gotta be kidding me. Oh, my eye itches. Fuck me. I don't know why I almost said that. I don't know why I almost said that. Oh my god. You know what I almost said? Because I was looking at him. I'm not crying, I'm laughing. I almost said, fuck me, Zhongli. Oh! Please no. I would not be able to handle that. Alright, let's go find him. I crossed through 2 doors to get here. There's a reason why I keep saying that out loud. Woo! Yeah, because I was looking at him, I almost said his name. I have a habit of doing that. I'll sometimes be talking to someone or doing something, and then if I think about something, I'll say out loud what it is I'm thinking. Or if I'm typing something, I'll think what I'm looking at. I'll type what I'm looking at, or what I'm thinking.
You're back. You left in a hurry last time. Is everything okay?
Like, I have a habit of doing that. I don't mean to. Like, I'll be typing something, right? And either somebody will say something to me, or I'll see something else or think about something, and I subconsciously will type whatever that is. And then I go back and I'm like, wait, why did I type that? And it's like I do it subconsciously, like, on my own, without realizing it. I've done that so many times. There'll be times where, like, I have the game on and I'm, like, editing a video or something. Like, for instance, say Hazo's on the screen and I'm, like, typing something about the video I'm working on, and I happen to look up at him and I'll be thinking about him or something, and I'll start typing what it is I'm thinking or what I'm saying, and then I look and I'm like, wait, why did I do that? It's really weird. Sometimes I'll happen to say something too. I'll be thinking of something else and I'll say it out loud and I'm like, what did I just say?
Everything's fine. Just, it's a little hard to explain. Would you mind taking part in a little experiment with us?
An experiment? That came out of nowhere. I'm listening, though. What do you need me to do?
Could you make a wish?
Imagine your wish coming true before your very eyes.
You want me to make a wish? Is that a new Subspaces festival tradition or something? Okay. My wish. Okay. I'm a little nervous saying this out loud, but I want Miss Dunyarzad to be happy.
Oh, she died though.
Oh.
Uh-oh.
I noticed earlier that she looked a bit down, and she wasn't really talking to anyone. She just doesn't seem like herself. She's always so gentle and kind, and all the kids love her. I've also wondered if the reason she asked me to be Ferris Knight of Flowers is because I'm special to her, or something.
Like, romantically special?
So, you have a crush on Dunyarzad?
That's what I'm saying.
Is that obvious? After what I just said, I guess it is.
Oh no, he doesn't know that the real one died though.
When she placed the hat of the Knight of Flowers onto my head, she said to me, I want everyone to have a happy Subspaces festival. What she didn't realize was that I'm not that interested in how everyone else feels. In that moment, I just wanted to be her Knight of Flowers for the rest of my life. 50 years, 100 years, I'll serve her till the end of time.
Oh no. Is that why the festival keeps repeating, because he wants to be with her forever? If that's the case, we'll never get out of here.
Okay, yeah, that was a bit much. felt like the right moment to get it off my chest, but that was pretty embarrassing.
Hazukashi.
Okay, I'm ready to make my wish. I would like Miss Dunyarzad to appear in front of me right now with a smile on her face. Here goes.
Please come true.